So, regarding principles, a few weeks ago I heard them debating on Riley's Live, debating on whether a gay and bi should be, the difference, should they be allowed, stuff like that. And one guy was hell bent on not being logical, not even obeying a definition, but arguing it on principle. And I've heard this time and time again. I think he said he had a couple baby mamas. I'm not sure. As anyway, so I'll relate this other experience I had personally myself. So back when that guy in the NFL came out as gay before he got drafted, um, the topic came up, and it eventually got to a point to where he said, because he was 40 and I was about 20, 24. He said back in his day, and he wasn't shameful about it at all. He said back in his day, if you was gay, you just got beat up. Not somebody in your family, if they have beliefs and they're trying to set you straight, because that's a whole nother discussion. But he like just random people. So when he was in college, there's a dude down the hall from him in the dorm room. So he beat his ass, which is kind of weird because it's like, why would you want to like get in a tussle? Anyway, but again, regarding principles, so the guy was saying you cannot. There's no such thing as bi. It's just gay and nothing else. But the issue is, okay, so you want to have principles in regards to carrying yourself as a man, because that's all that's what it was. That was the older guy. That's what his explanation was. No man does this. But this older man would tell me stories that involved his friends that were deadbeat fathers. And it's like, well, when are you gonna be his ass? So when we have this idea of men carries and stuff like this, man, we seem to be really lax on principles when we feel like it. We seem to be really lax on principles based on just our comforts of our desire to live our lives. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna make a video probably right after this about one of the things about you're supposed to be in being a man, which people just they glorify and ignore all at the same time somehow, is the sacrificial part, the sacrifice, right? So and it's this I bring this up because you you would have to sacrifice your sexual prowess, I guess, and not create that any baby mamas, but in fact have a whole family, with that intention. So I can't respect the idea of a man doesn't carry himself this way when it's a guaranteed fact that you're willing and you do participate in the very act that brings society down. You're not willing to suffer any anything. You're going to do what you want to do, which is there's no principle in that at all. I talk about it when I talk about women. The same thing relates here. If you're not willing to do the work, you're not willing to sacrifice anything about yourself, then how can you talk about principles and how to carry yourself as a man and what men do? He even went back as far as some of them went back as far as saying, man, back in the day, they were this, they were that. Remember when the marriage rate back in the day was like really high? I didn't hear anything about that. I didn't. Or again, I was driving the truck. Maybe I missed it, but I personally did not hear a thing about that. So that's just my problem with the whole carry yourself as a man thing or what men do, because it seems to be very, very lax and very forgiving when it comes to these hoes. Because that behavior, indulging in that behavior, yeah, it's bad when you do it too. I know I talk shit to women, but it's bad when you do it too. All right, be right, not positive. I'm out.